What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Sprint Talk. It is day 2 here in Boston. We are here for the New Balance Grand Prix, and I have another great guest with us. We have Masai Russell. Masai, thank you for being out here. This is, of course, your first appearance on the show, on the YouTube channel in general.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And is this your first time at Boston?
No.
For the Grand Prix?
This is my first time here at this meet, but I have family that lives here, so this is probably my 7th time here.
Oh, you come here often?
Well, last time I've been here was 9 years ago.
Okay.
I have been here before, to say the least, but
Okay.
never at this track, never at this meet. So this is new.
Yeah. All right. So, again, you just got in here yesterday. So have you gone to the track yet?
No, I haven't.
No. You're going to like it.
That's what everyone's
You're going to
saying.
like it. It's a great facility. It's a year old, but it's a great facility. I was here last year. It's made for both sprinting and for distance.
Good.
It's a beautiful red, dark red. It smells like Mondo, but performs like Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird, but you're gonna like it. The stands are set up really well.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
But you've already been on a little bit of a tear in this indoor season so far.
Something like that. Not too much, you know.
I don't know. Aren't you already in the top 4 fastest times of the year?
Yeah, but I mean, it was some fast times, but it's about to be better tomorrow. So.
Oh, I believe that.
So I'm trying to get the world lead. I'm trying to break some records.
Okay, come on now.
Yeah,
come on now.
That's what I'm trying to do. But I mean, I had 2 good opening races, solid races, but nothing where I'm projected to.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume it's kind of just like dusting off.
Yeah,
just trying to wake the body up. So being this as more of a competitive race, this is kind of for more money, you might say. People might put some actual bets on this. Does that make you more excited, or does that give you more of an incentive to want to try harder, or be yeah, this is a moment to happen?
Yeah, I just really don't even think about it too much, honestly. People gonna talk, people gonna bet, people gonna say and think and do what they're gonna do at the end of the day. So honestly, now being a pro and the talent level is somewhat kind of leveled out from being in college to being pro now.
Yeah.
I don't even get into it. I just feel for me, it's all a mind game. Because if everyone has somewhat of the same level of talent, it's just about how you can win mentally.
Yeah.
So me getting caught up in what everybody else is doing, thinking, saying, that don't got nothing to do with me. At the end of the day, I'm just doing me. So
when did you start having that behavior of focusing on you and not so much of what everything else is going on around you?
See, of course, it's hard to say when did I get it, because there's still times where I still do think about oh, what's this person doing? I'm comparing myself to that person. This is this and that. But from me knowing it now, the capability of what my mind can do. Probably last year. Last year going into my college, my last college season, I was this is gonna be this is it. So me trying to change something, I felt my mind was the thing that I had to change. So because I had the talent, but I'm something else has to change.
Yeah.
So I think that definitely last year was big for me, because I went from 779 to 775. 1271 to 1236. People would think that my training just something changed in the training. Nothing was changing. I just think it was my mindset. So
that's I think that's a lesson in itself right there.
Yeah.
Showing people that it might not be the training, but specifically how you view yourself or how you view others, and especially with how drastic of a drop that we saw. Because truthfully, I would have thought the same thing.
Yeah.
If you didn't tell me that right now, I would have thought, hey, they got into that last year. They had 2 really good years under your belt, and you was hey, let's hunker down and really push the talent level to where it could go. But hearing you say that, I'm just wow, okay, no, I was wrong. Which brings me to another thought of how much more you have to push. If you're only now just working on the mental, really honing in on the mental, it could be oh shoot, if we now have the mental and we haven't really pushed the the training as hard as it could probably go.
Right.
Like, that's good foundation to go into a professional year. By the way, congratulations on your post-collegiate career now.
Thanks. Appreciate it. But yeah, no, absolutely. That's the thing. I mean, of course, like, we did make some, like, small technical changes, but, like, nothing that major to the point where you'll be like, she's going to drop this much amount of time.
Yeah, she's going to start dropping bombs.
Yeah, like, literally broke 2 collegiate records. Like,
yes.
From being... like national runner-up like from the year before, and then got 3rd place at NCAA's outdoor like the prior year. So it just didn't make sense to a lot of people. But that's the thing, when you believe that you can do it and when you believe that you can achieve it, I feel like it's only so far like till you reach it.
Yeah.
So I mean that's really just what it is for me. But I'm excited. I'm excited to like line up. I'm excited to just have some good competition. Like I just like am excited. You know how when you just ready?
Oh yeah.
I'm just ready. So I feel good.
Ooh, I love to hear it. So I'm going to go back a little down memory lane because we're both from the DMV area. For anybody who doesn't know what that is, the D.C., Virginia, Maryland area. It's a tight-knit community, I would say. You know, we have our own slang. We have our own music. We have our own way of operating. Right. It's different from the rest of the states that it resides in.
Yeah.
And you went to Bullis. And I have some pretty decent ties with Bullis. You know, Jolie, he used to run with my parents at the time. So, you know, I was introduced to him. But Bullis itself is a powerhouse. You know, I mean, I'd like to have thought that TC had some good hitters at the time. But Bullis has consistently put out heavy hitters year after year after year. And what's funny is I remember when you kind of left, I felt that was really when the dynasty was like ramping up extremely hard. Would you say that you kind of had an influence on how that happened, or like what's been happening at Bullis for the last 5 to 6 years?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, like I'm not about to sit here and say like I'm the reason why
of
like
course
half
not.
the DMV like goes to Bullis, but from when I got there my freshman year, like we were okay. And then sophomore year, we got a little better. Then junior year, that's when we won indoors. Like we won the 4x2, the 4x4. I think the shuttle hurdle relay. Like this is a long time ago. So like we got the Triple Crown indoor, and then outdoor we got the Triple Crown. We won the 4x1, 4x2, and 4x4. Like, and that was huge because we used to be competing against Western Branch.
Yeah, I was just about to say Western Branch was
Western
like
Branch
the
was
school
the one.
for that.
Yes,
I think they were the national record holders for the shuttle hurdle relay at the time.
Yes, they were. They had it for like years, years and years and years. Like if it was like another team that broke it, but it was still Western Branch.
Yeah.
You know, so like
it was their summer team.
Yes. So Western Branch had everything on lock, and we were, and then kind of like war, like Nansemond River, like it used to be like us three kind of like in the mix together. So like after junior year, it's like we just separated ourselves. Like when we did the Triple Crown indoor, Triple Crown outdoor, and then I think my senior year when we came back, we won the 4x4 again. We didn't get the national record in the 4x4. We were like a second off. Like we were always so close.
Yeah.
And then we got the national record in the shuttle hurdle. To this day, that record is still standing, and that was in 2018. And then we still have the national record in the 4x2. We ran like 134, and like I said, no one has touched those times.
Yeah.
And they have our little plaques like in the armory too. I was like, okay, period. Okay, history. But like we set up like the dynamic, the like what Bullis stands for, like from what we was doing like back in like 2017, 2018, and then it just kept going. Like Coach Lee just kept recruiting the best of the best in the area, I guess. I don't know, but all I know is, I mean, Bullis is still Bullis. It wasn't like it was Bullis just when I was there, when the team that I had was there. It's still like going up. Like Quincy Wilson, he's
killing
16 years old, running 32s and 45 second 400s. Like, come on, slow down, man.
Now, I didn't even run 32 till I graduated high school. And that was like a big mission for me.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to run sub 33 in high school.
Aw.
Yeah,
I
it didn't
think he just
happen.
ran like 32.
Yeah,
32.
don't remind me. He definitely ran 32.
And he got like
and he
no
got
not
second.
to
That's
him.
the crazy
That's what I'm
thing.
saying. He got
like
second
there was somebody
place.
faster out there.
I'm
like, gosh.
You see, he ran like one. Like he almost broke the national record in the 500.
Yeah,
ran,
I
like,
saw that too.
Like he just missed it. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
and you know what's crazy? Do you know who has the record?
Who?
Michael Cherry. In the 500.
Oh, that's him.
He ran it on a flat track at Boo Williams.
See, y'all used to be, I never ran to Boo Williams, but y'all Virginia kids, y'all used to be sliding up in there.
I'm telling you, if you go there, there's nothing special about that track. If anything, I would say it's like one of the most whelming tracks. Yeah. But once you step on the track and you go up against who you have to go up against, I remember in 2016, it was me, Josephus, and Grant Holloway all in the 55 dash. And it's like, dang, like any of us could take it at that point. Yeah. Like you knew you had to step up at states.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's where y'all state.
Yes.
Yeah, because we didn't have states. We had like conference championships. Yes. So like,
because it's DC.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, see, Bullis is actually in Maryland, but it's because it was a private school. So like, when you're at a private school, it's like conferences. Like we was in like the ISL and IAC conference, but then like all the public schools would be like 4A, 3A, 2A, like all these different.
Yeah. We had similar categories based on how big the school was.
Yeah. That's how it was based. Like I said, I just used to be watching from the outside. But we was in our little ISL conference. And that's it. We never competed in Maryland. Like, we barely ever competed in Maryland. That's why we went to New York so much.
Yes, I remember that.
We never competed in Maryland. If we competed in Maryland, it was like for 2 meets. It was like our conference championship and then like just a meet at the complex. So that's why I'm so used to like traveling and doing stuff for track. Because in high school, we were 15 years old, like at the Armory, like competing.
Like, what are we doing up here every week?
Yeah, no, literally, we would get on that bus and drive up to New York like at least 3 weekends in a row. Like my little sister's literally doing the same thing now. She's at I think she's competing in Virginia Beach somewhere. But for the last 4 weekends, she's been going to New York, Virginia, New York, Virginia, New York, Virginia. I'm like, dang, can y'all sit down?
Yeah. Like, I think it's is it Liberty's track? I think it's Liberty's track.
No. VA Showcase used to be at Liberty, but
did they change
now it was at that blue track that like Quincy ran that 500 on, and
they
I think
made
that's
another one.
Yeah, so I don't think it's at I don't think it's at Liberty, but it's at some school in Virginia Beach or something. I don't know.
I've seen the track. I've seen the track.
Yeah, I don't know, but it looks like a nice track. But yeah, Bullis, they've always traveled. We've always got that exposure, got that experience competing against like just people in different areas, like because we just dominated in Maryland, like
a powerhouse.
Numbers don't lie.
And then going to another powerhouse, going to Kentucky. I mean, were you there when Camacho Quinn was still there?
Well, it's weird because when Jasmine was there, she had already graduated, but we trained together my freshman year. Because she was still finishing up like her degree, so like, we trained together for like my first semester of college, but she wasn't on the team anymore.
And then Sydney was there.
Sydney was gone. Everyone was gone. Like when I came,
she wasn't still training there.
She had already moved out to Cali.
Wow, so you just missed.
Yeah, just missed them. Just missed Kenny, Flo, all of them. So like when I got there, like Jasmine was the last one left because she was finishing her degree, and then like she ended up leaving to go to Texas at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what everyone always thinks. Like, oh, you're on the same team with Sydney.
Yeah, because you guys, your years are so close.
Yeah, we're literally a year apart, but a year too late.
No, yeah. I mean, is it though? I mean, look at where you are now.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not complaining.
No,
like,
yeah.
People would just always ask me if I've been on like the same team as like Sydney or Jasmine and the rest of them. I'm just like, nah.
I mean, but you're still carrying that torch, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And hurdle you
carried it strong. I mean, 400 hurdles and 100 meter hurdles. I know you don't like the 400 hurdles.
No, it's not that I don't like it. See, that's the thing. The 400 hurdles was like my first love. Like that's what got me into hurdling. Yeah, I was just a runner for like 7 years before I did any type of hurdling. So then, of course, like the 400 hurdles was like, oh, this is cool. This is like a new event. This is fun. This is different. And then once I seen, well, of course, like it got me to college. That's what got me recruited because I ran 57.5 as a junior. And that's where like all my offers, everything came for a full ride, like just left and right. But then when I ran the short hurdles, like my senior year, the 100 hurdles, I ran like 13.8, but I only ran the 100 hurdles 4 times before going to college. Like only 4 times. That's what people don't know. Like,
oh wow!
I ran the prelim, a final, and a final, and I went to college. And of course, I'm not the type of person that makes up excuses. I'm just going to do it until I get it right. Mm-hmm. So initially, like I said, I came into college as a 400 hurdler. And then, of course, there's no 400 hurdles indoors, so I had to practice for the short hurdles. And I was doing like this 1-step drill, 3-step drill. Oh, it was just so terrible. But I told my coach, I'm like, Coach, I've only done the 100 hurdles 4 times. He's like, are you serious, baby? We could work with that. We could work with that.
That ain't no problem.
So, I went from literally, that's what I'm saying. My PR was 840 in the 60 hurdles. And then by the end of my freshman season, I had ran 818. And I broke the freshman record. Like, I broke Jasmine's record. So, like, I was on a mission to, like, be good at the short hurdles.
Yeah.
So then literally for so long, I was just, like, so equal in both. It was, like, the 100 hurdles, 400. Like, there was no, like, one that stuck out more than the other until last year. By the grace of God. Because I was like,
So you wanted the 100 hurdles to take over.
I wanted the 100 hurdles to take over because I feel like as a pro, just training for the 400 hurdles, like, I just don't think I'm built for that. Like, I have to humbly say, like, I don't think that was for me because only reason why I was able to, like, get away with it was because I was doing short hurdles. So I wasn't doing, like, last year, I PR'd. Like, I came into college running 57.5, and then I think my PR was, like, 54.6. By the end of it, I got second in NCAAs, and I was doing sprint workouts. I was doing speed workouts. So, like, I wasn't training like a 400 hurdler. So, I know, like, I could have run, like, 54 low, 53, but my main focus was the hurdles. The longest, short
hurdles.
The short hurdles.
But yeah, short
the
hurdles.
short hurdles. But, yeah, so the longest that I went was, like, over 8 hurdles, like, 300, call it a day. Like, gone. Like, 400 hurdlers, they're doing like 800-meter workouts.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I've seen.
So
a few
yeah,
of them.
I mean,
I
wasn't too mad with it.
Are pretty close. Alison Santos actually has been training at our track, and watching him train, is like watching art. Like, I've had people come up to me and it's like, "Oh, I like watching you train." No, I like watching him train.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's effortless.
Yeah.
The way he goes over the hurdles.
Yeah.
His stride pattern. You know that his steps are purposeful. It's very pretty to see. But you're right. It is not short sprinting.
Not
it is
at
not
all.
short sprinting
Not
at all.
But that's the thing. Like, that's the thing I love about track. It's like when every event is done like right, it just looks so beautiful. Like it looks so effortless. Cause him like hurdling is just, I know it's just so like effortless and fluent.
Yeah.
It just looks good. But yeah, no. 400 hurdles, it got me into hurdling. I'm thankful for it. But, I mean, I wanted to choose an event that my butt doesn't hurt after the race.
I get that.
I have to humbly say.
Yeah. And not only that, of course, having great accolades on the track is nice. But you are actually a part of a special generation right now. I'd say that in the early 2010s, we get introduced to real social media. Then you get to my generation, and we have lived with it for quite a bit of time. Now we're getting to your generation, where the rest of the world has understood the importance and the impact that social media can have as an influencer. And I feel like you've done a very good job of being able to be an athlete and be an influencer at the same time. I remember at one point I was watching like one of your lives, and I was like, this girl got more viewers on live than me.
For real?
Yeah. Oh,
what
easily.
was I doing?
You were just being you. I don't remember if you were either working out or you were just like putting on makeup or something. You were just being you.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what? Like, this is crazy. Like you obviously already had a knack for it. Did it feel like that you already had a handle on it, or you knew that you're like, this is what I got to do, and I'm gonna take it and run with it, and I'm gonna be able to turn it into something? Or it's just like you were just having fun with it?
Yeah, I was just having fun with it. That's the crazy thing is, like, people always ask me that, like, oh, did you get into social media for like what it could do for you? I'm like, nah. When I was a kid, I'm not gonna lie, I was bad. Like, I used to be recording fights, like just doing the wrong thing with the phone. And my parents, my dad, he literally told me, he was like, this is either gonna like get you in trouble, because like, you always get to talk, like, what you put out there, you never get back. I mean,
college coaches watch.
That's what I'm saying.
They do watch your social media.
They do. So that's the thing. I was like, all right, like, I'm going to be more cautious, of course, about, like, the things I'm recording and things I'm doing and things I'm posting. But then I just started posting and just being me. And the followers just came, like, and it's just continued to grow. And now I feel like I've reached a point where like my platform, like I could post whatever on my platform. Like if it's track stuff, if it's workout, if it's beauty, if it's me in a dress or whatever, like I feel like I built my platform up so much just from like being authentic. Like people always ask like, oh, how'd you get followers? I'm like, I've never had to like want for followers. I was always one of those people that like, I don't want to feel like I did it on my own. But some people be like, oh, follow me for follow back, do this.
Yeah,
do that. I'm like,
I know what you mean.
never did that. I'm like, if people gonna follow me, it's because they genuinely want to see my stuff. I never wanted someone to have that like, oh, I did this for her. Like I just never wanted that because like I don't want to sit here and say I'm like the most independent person, but I'm just like,
you want to know they're here, they're ride or die.
Exactly, they're here because they want to be here, not because someone like put them on. And I feel like what's gonna be for me is gonna come. So like if I'm meant to have 1 million followers or whatever the case is, it's gonna happen. But me saying, oh, tell your friend to follow me, you follow me, you gonna follow me because you like me, because you want to see my stuff, and it's just that. Like that's how I move. That's how I operate. So. Yeah, the following, the NIL, like you said, this generation, it's been big. Like, I was one of the first female athletes, if not the first female athlete to do, like, an NIL deal. But I was definitely on the brink of, like,
you were definitely
history.
The first one that I noticed from the track world.
I think I was the only person. I think first of all, I was top 10 in the country, like, for, like, the most followed athletes, like, across the board. Top 10. Like, but that was when I was in college. Thanks.
I mean, because it's easy for a football player or a basketball player to easily be in that position.
Yeah.
Track and field, I mean, we're growing. I'm not saying that other sports don't have to put in work. Yes, it's easier when you're way more seen in those sports.
Absolutely.
And we are just less seen. And so it takes a lot of work. So that's something to commend.
Yeah, thanks. That was like almost 3 years ago now, but of course, like, it's a part of history. That's why mom's like, you need to write a book, you need to do this, you need to do that.
That's something definitely to document for later.
We're working on that, some other things in the background, but no, absolutely, like NIL was like life-changing, like for me, like on and off the track, and I didn't even notice how big it was until like I seen all the articles, all the things. I'm like, I was on meetings, like on calls, like every other day. I'm like, dang, this is big. What
were the calls for? Like with other companies, or were these like interview type things? Or?
Interviews, companies just want to talk, want to know my schedule, what I'm doing, who am I, how am I doing this, how did I build this platform, like all these different things. And like the deals was just coming. But I learned a lot during that time too. Like I learned that all money isn't good money. So that's why like now I've like calmed down on like all the deals, and I only do things that's like that fits my page or that just aligns with me. So do
you have an agent for that stuff? Or was it kind of just through you and your family?
So for like up until this point, it's just been me and my mom. But like I work with like outside agencies that bring me deals, and then they just get a commission. So it's like, and it's like one of those, because like I have a really good relationship with Viral Nation, and they brought me like some of the biggest deals I've ever had, like big deals. And I'm like, what's the point of us signing exclusive if you could just bring me a deal and I cut you off a piece of this? You know, it's not really, like, it's no point of having an exclusive contract, because if something comes directly to me, why would I give you that piece of that pie? Like, but if you bringing me multiple stuff, we both can have a piece of the pie. Yeah. Like, that's the way that I look at it. So, as of now, I want to get a marketing agent just to get me more into, like, bigger things outside of just social media. Yeah.
Like, get into that, like the Olympic sponsors.
Yeah, Olympic sponsors.
Maybe something a little outside of
commercials, Olympics. Like billboards, like stuff on like a bigger scheme.
Maybe like a city or a Celsius type thing, or even bigger than that.
Yeah, see, that's the only thing. Like I said, Celsius is cool because I heard that they're like a really great brand, but money is just not that important to me to like promote something that I genuinely don't like or use, because like your fans and people can see through it. Like, it's just like,
they can definitely see.
I don't drink energy drinks. So like Alani, like they've been reaching out to me a lot, but like I'm just gonna tell them like I'm not, because they've sent me stuff, but I just will like give it away to like my friends, because I just don't like energy drinks, and I'm not gonna promote that if I genuinely don't use it. It's just hard to promote something that you don't like, and people can see it.
So I did a deal with Coca-Cola during the Olympics in 2021. I don't drink a lot of Coke.
Yeah.
But I did find out that they make, or I knew they made Dasani, but I didn't know they made Smart Water. So, exactly. So guess what? I have them sending me crates of Smart Water. So when people are like, how's the deal with Coca-Cola? It's great. I get Smart Water all the time.
It's amazing.
I use their product all the time.
As you should. Now, that's how it is for me, like, with Essentia. It's like, I love Essentia, so I'm going to post Essentia any chance I get because I actually use it.
Yeah.
But, shoot, I need to get see, that's the thing. I'm not getting paid by Essentia, though, because they just send me, like, 5-6 boxes of water, like, every month. But I'm like, I haven't bought water in the last 3-4 years. So, like, if it's one story post, I don't care, but for now, shoot, if there's any water sponsors out there, you know, I'm an athlete, get me right.
Yeah, I mean, we drinking water all the time.
That's what I'm saying, so it's whatever, but yeah.
No, but that's still extremely impressive and extremely cool. I actually remember the day, I don't know what it was for, but I saw you and the WWE were doing like some type of collab, and I'm like, what the heck is going on with these NILs?
Yeah.
It's like, should I have gone to college? No. I'm good where I'm at.
I'm so glad that I was just able to take advantage of NIL, because like just imagine if I would have graduated, I would have been so mad. Like I would have been so hot, because not being able to take advantage of like
a great moment,
this moment, this era, this time, and I would have just left. Oh my gosh, I would have been so hurt. But yeah, I was able to take advantage of NIL for 2 years, and I mean, I'm comfortable.
Happy and excited.
I'm good.
And ready for more.
And ready for more, ready for bigger, ready for greater. But I know, like, of course, once the numbers and, you know, you start doing really great things on the track, like, even more will come. So, like, that's what I always keep my main focus. Like, of course, social media is amazing, but the reason why I have the platform is through what I've done on the track. Yeah. So, like, of course, like, you got to keep the main thing.
Of course.
And that's, like, running fast. When you run fast, you do good things, you look good while doing it, everything
just helps.
Everything will come back together.
I was recently watching a TikTok. I kind of follow a decent amount of business pages. I usually try to keep it fun on TikTok, but, you know, I can't help but I have an interest in business sometimes. So I was watching this interview that it was 4 very well, you know, self-made entrepreneurs. They were, you know, multimillionaires. And somebody asked them a question. They said, when should you start a second business? Because they had 2 businesses and they're thinking about making a third. Mm-hmm. And each one of them said, why do you even have a second business? If the first business should be everything that you're giving into, and the second business should only be created if if it's helping the first business. So if it's feeding in. So I think of, you know, track and field is my first business. The social part, you know, the interviews and all that stuff only feeds the track again. Mm-hmm. Because by doing that, it helps me get into even bigger meets. It helps me get more seen. Mm-hmm. You know, it makes a bigger moment.
Right. Dang.
If I'm, you know, once I diverge from that situation, it's like, okay, now I'm giving energy where it doesn't need to be given.
Right. No, 100%.
And you're losing that momentum.
Absolutely.
And there's like, you should be devoting it into one direction.
Absolutely. That's crazy that you say that, because like that's what my mom and I like always just like, we're just always like battling between like, Masai, you need to do this. I'm like, I want to do that. You need to do. It's like, no, let's just take a second, keep the main thing, and when I run fast and I do these things, the opportunities will come. Like all the opportunities that I've been blessed with up until this point, I've never had to reach out and call someone, ask, like they've come directly to me. Like it's just there, it's just here. Yeah. So like what's gonna be for me is gonna be. But going out and buying this house, buying real estate, doing this, like that's just not what I'm called to do up in like at this point. At this point, and you know when it's time to like move. You know when it's time to do something different. You know when it's time to make that investment. Yeah. And I'm at the point where like a lot of the things that my mom sees me doing up until this point, like I'm not ready for that at this point. So like of course we've been having a lot of conversations of just like understanding and guiding the conversation in the right way, or like it would be an argument. But it's
I definitely understand. Especially like where I am in my point in my life, because me and Josephus came through. We turned pro early on. We're teenagers, then we go from young adults into our 20s. Start turning 21. And I feel like you're just gaining a little bit more confidence in the world and what you handle and what you do. And now I'm kind of at a point where it's like I feel that I have a very strong handle on my life. I know the direction that I want to go in, and I butt heads with my mom a little more because of that reason.
Yeah.
And it happens with Josephus, of course, too. But it's because we're switching the dynamics. It's no longer the parent needs to guide the child. It's the child knows where to go.
Right.
Are you going to help the child on that journey?
Yeah, that's literally what my cousin just said. He's like, your parents, they're the ones that guide you and they help you throughout your whole entire life. So then it's like when you start to just branch off and not showing that you don't need them, but it's like you're just growing up. The life that you set up, the life that your parents help you set up is like now your wings are able to like be tested. Yeah. So that's all it's about. That's just like my thing. Yeah. I just want my mom to know that, understand that, because I'm doing really good for myself at like 23. Like I'm living on my own. Like didn't go back home. Yeah. Haven't asked for nothing. Like I'm a little independent. Like I'm on my big girl stuff. Yeah. So I'm doing good for myself. Exactly. Yeah. And I think, of course, like as a parent, of course, from the other side, it's easy to say like, oh, like just like, but it's like, of course, like as a mom, like their goal is
they're always gonna be
mom. Right, exactly. Like the moral of the story, you're your mom. So we're getting pretty close. We're probably gonna go a little bit over time, but I just want to touch on this. It is Olympic year, and these are big moments, and you did make the World Championship team last year. So you have that taste for blood already going into 2024. Yeah. How are you feeling? I don't want to go too deep. What would you say is like, so in my family, we almost have like the word of the year, or there's like the motto of the year. So luckily I found mine very early in the year. And it's actually Kobe Bryant saying, the commercial with Kobe and Kanye. And it's the Kanye after he won everything. Are you the same animal, but a different beast? Are you somebody who has something like that kind of rings in their back of the head as they're going through the year? I'm not sure. Yeah. I just feel like, especially with like this new space, I'm just taking it like one race at a time, 1 meet at a time, just experiencing like just the whole experience, like for what it is. Like this animal did not go nowhere because like the way that I felt like at World Championships, like hitting the hurdle, knowing I could have been in the final, it was just like, it's like I was right there. And then it was just like slipped away from me. But like my thing is like God is never going to bring you this far to bring you this far. So, like, I was there for a reason. I'm here now for a reason. Like, it's always a reason in every path, every step. And it's just about, like, what you do with it, where you take it, where you go with it, how you perceive it to just, like, help you to grow. Like, you can always look at the glass, like, half empty or half full. Yeah. So, I'm just real big on, like, when it's time, it's time. What's going to be for me is going to be, like, I didn't run 12:36 just because I thought I like just for fun. Just for fun. Like God showed me like if you really put this time and put this work in, you can do bigger and greater. You can do better. You can. I'm telling you, like so, it's a lot coming. It's a lot coming.
So am I safe in assuming one, you're hungry because of that, and two, you believe every moment is for you?
Every moment, even if it doesn't go the way that I expect it to go, like it's always gonna like flip around and it's gonna mean more like later on. Because like everything that happened from 2 years ago to like, because I was thinking, I'm like, bro, what do I gotta do to like really go pro, get paid, like to really do this? I'm like, dang, I gotta break a collegiate record or win NCAAs. I didn't believe I could break a collegiate record like when I was saying that, and then it happened. I'm like, what the freak? Like, what is this? Like, it was crazy. Like when it happened, I couldn't believe it. Like, I kept looking at the time. Like, is it gonna like, you know how is it gonna readjust? Yes. I'm like, I just ran 7.7. Like, that's stuff that you dream about.
Yeah.
12-3, that's stuff you dream about. Like, and that's how I know. Like, don't be surprised if you see like a world record.
I won't.
I mean, I know you won't.
I won't.
But like, I'm just saying, world record, I don't know when, but
it's
don't
gonna
be
come.
surprised when in anything. But yeah, I'm hungry. I'm ready. I know that's the thing. I feel like a lot of people, when they step into like the professionals like space, it's like they don't know. Like if they have it or if they don't, it's like I know I belong here. Like I'm ready. What's up?
I love to hear it.
Yeah.
Masai, thank you for taking the time to come and talk with me.
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course. No, I'm super excited to see this year and many years to come.
Yeah.
Congratulations on everything that has happened. You know, good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you. You
and
too.
Guys, thank you for watching to the end. If you want to see more of Masai, I believe we will have a link for her YouTube channel and anywhere else that you will be able to find her. Again, thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next one.